Hi everyone, this is Virginia. Welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be talking about 5 things I love about living in Korea. So before I get started, I just want to say that I've been living in Korea for about 5 years. And I'm originally from the United States, so a lot of my perspectives or opinions are going to be living here versus living in the United States. So some of you might relate to this well. It could be different for other people, so just keep that in mind when you're listening to my opinions. Alright, so let's get started. Okay, so the first thing I love about living in South Korea is the public transportation. So the public transportation I use the most would be the bus and the subway. They're both very convenient. They go to lots of places. Since I live in the Seoul metropolitan area, there's a really good train service. It goes so many different places. Now, if you live in the more countryside or rural parts of Korea, it can be a little bit different, and not every city has a subway, but they almost always have buses, decent buses that you can get around pretty easily. The price is pretty affordable. So for the train, it's usually about 1,500 won. And for the bus, it varies. If it's just within the city, it's usually around the same as the subway. If you're doing an inner city bus, it can be 2,800 won. So it's a little bit more expensive sometimes. But the good thing about the inner city buses is that they're really fast and they get you directly to where you're trying to go. So it can actually be faster than taking the subway many times. So that's why I really enjoy taking the inner city buses. Even from the airport, there's an airport bus that goes to lots of different areas of Seoul and probably around the country too. And it's also very affordable, and it's just a direct route to wherever you're going. They put your luggage underneath the bus, so you don't have to deal with all of that. It's really nice. So if you ever come to visit or move to Korea, then highly recommend taking the bus from the airport to wherever you're trying to go. It's very convenient. So yeah, first thing I love about living in Korea would have to be the public transportation. The second thing I love about living in South Korea is the convenience. So there's so many different parts of Korea that make it just very convenient to live. I'm just one of those people that really likes to do things quickly. Korea even has something called Bali culture, which means fast. So they like to do everything really fast. So when you get delivery, it could be food, it could be a package, it comes really quickly. You might have to pay a bit of delivery fee for the food and stuff, but it comes relatively quickly. You don't have to pay tips or anything like that compared to America, so you just pay the delivery fee and then you're done. The internet is so fast. It's the fastest internet in the world. They have 5G for phones, everything like that. So I just love not having to buffer things when I'm watching a movie or a TV show or something like that. So it's really convenient to use the fast internet. If you want the really, really fast internet, you can go to the PC Bang, or PC Room. So in there, I think they're known for having the fastest internet in the country. So I was able to use the PC Bang when I booked my IU concert tickets because the internet was so fast there. So highly recommend the internet here. There's also convenience stores everywhere. Even in our apartment building, there's a 7-Eleven, so you can get any last minute items you need and you don't feel like going to the store. You can just go down to one of those convenience stores. In most neighborhoods, you have lots of different types of clinics, lots of shopping. So you can usually get most things that you need even just within your neighborhood. So I just love how convenient Korea is. It's really nice. The third thing I love about living in Korea is the technology. So I mentioned before about how fast and great the internet service is here in Korea, and that's just one part of all the technology that they're using. So there's lots of neat gadgets that they have here. Lots of screens. They'll use LCD screens to project different information. When you go to the doctor or something, it'll have your name and everything on a nice LCD screen. And then like the buses, transportation is very like technologically advanced because you can just like scan your card or just scan your phone. You can go right on. You don't have to worry about like buying a ticket or using cash or anything like that. You can if you want to, but you don't have to. And then like a lot of the buses these days, they're using like electric buses. So that's really nice. See, they're trying to take care of the environment also. There's just lots of other things too that are just like really nice. The fourth thing I love about living in Korea is the medical system. So coming from the United States, where the medical system is really not known for being the best, especially economically speaking, it's been really nice to be able to live somewhere where I don't have to worry about finances before I visit the doctor. I can visit the doctor freely, like no stress, and just take care of my body and focus on my health rather than worrying about like if I'm going to be able to afford the medical expenses or not. So as a foreigner, you're forced to sign up for some sort of health insurance, usually the national health insurance. It's really nice. It's not like too expensive every month. And then you get like lots of benefits out of that. Like you can get like most of your doctor's visits covered or like partially covered. You can get like some teeth cleaning. The other good thing about the national health insurance in Korea is that it's including like vision and dental and stuff. Like in America, those ones are separate, but in Korea, it's all together in one. So it's really nice and simple to sign up for that. And I've just really enjoyed the kind doctors and staff that I've met here. They always take really good care of you. And these days when I go to the doctor, you know, you have to give your blood at the beginning, and I used to really be terrified of that because there was one time when I was younger, I almost passed out because the doctor or the nurse was having trouble like finding my vein or something, so it was really traumatic. But in Korea, they are very good at taking blood. Like you barely feel it when they put the needle in. They just take the blood, it's over before you know it. Like it's so nice. So it's just really like comforting to like not have to be scared or nervous to go to the doctor here, and just know that you can focus on taking care of your body. I think that's really important. Okay, so the fifth thing that I love about living in South Korea is the food. So food has always been really important to me. I love Korean food. I've loved Korean food since like high school. I used to try to cook some on my own too. So there is just such a variety of delicious Korean foods here. Like, of course, there's, you know, the kimchi, bibimbap, bulgogi, like the most popular ones. But there's even some that I hadn't heard of before. Like, I'm a really big fan of dakgalbi, which is like a chicken dish. I never heard of that one before, but I fell in love with it after I tried it. I also really like jimdak. I'm just a really big fan of like chicken. But then, you know, of course, like Korean barbecue is like amazing. You can just go to the most random restaurant and it's always delicious. You don't have to worry about it. Korea also, or at least like the Seoul area, also has a lot of good international food. So like, I really like Thai food or Indian food. So like, it can be really nice to go get that sometimes. They even have really nice brunch places that serve like a Western style brunch. So I'm a really big fan of brunch. And the cafes in Korea, you just like can't compare American cafes to Korean cafes. It's just so different. The vibes are so nice there. It is a bit pricey, but it's worth it in my opinion. The quality is always very nice and the aesthetic is always so great. So yes, I really love the food. That's one of my favorite parts of living in Korea. Alright, thank you for watching my video about things that I love in Korea. So please subscribe, like, comment, and come back for more videos about life in Korea. Bye!